What's up guys, Simply Coco here and welcome back to my channel. So today we are doing an apartment renovation here in Evergreen Harbor, the new world that came with the Eco Lifestyle expansion pack. Yes, I've been building here a lot lately, not going anywhere anytime soon, not until every lot is either renovated or I build something new on it at least. Gonna go ahead and apologize now for being somewhat quiet. Boyfriend is still sleeping literally right behind me, but we gotta get this video up. So today we are doing, from the title you can tell, it's some sort of messy apartment. I don't know if it's going to be like a messy bachelor pad or just like two boy apartment. I don't know what I'm gonna call it exactly, but it is going to be for two male Sims, young adults, I would assume, probably even teens, but like 19, 20, but you can't really have that age group in The Sims. It's either like they're either babies or they're 2 years old or they're 12 all of a sudden and then from 12 they jump straight to 17 and then 17 to like 25, I would assume. But yeah, I would assume they're probably in their like either like 19 or 20, really young, probably haven't even gone to university yet, probably don't even plan to go, just because of the personalities that I see them having and what they want their careers to be. But maybe they went to high school together and they were best friends and now they live together in this really rundown apartment that they just keep a mess. Gonna apologize again for the animals. The cat is currently screaming and the puppy is barking at her for screaming. So sorry about that if you hear that. Also, there's a few times throughout this video where I would have to stop and pause. So you'll see me kind of go out onto my window screen and just for like a quick second. That's why I left it in there, because it was just really quick. And it was hard to edit out once the footage was already sped up because I forgot to do it beforehand. So sorry about that. It's just because the original way I record, I like to use the computer's screen recording system for my speed builds, but it wasn't working the day I built this, so I had to use OBS. So in order to stop the recording, I had to go completely out of the game. But anyway, as you can see, I've completely done the kitchen, or at least laid out the kitchen, because you know I like to lay out everything first and then go back and decorate and clutter it up and all of that. So I'm kind of sticking with that format here with this build. Here in the living room, I used the Eco Lifestyle kind of pallet couch. I imagine they made that, and then I used the matching kind of chair that goes with it. I imagine they found that maybe in a dumpster or something. A lot of the stuff in this apartment is a mixture of new and old things. New because they just moved in, old because it would have been stuff that they had from their childhood or from their mom and dad's house, or stuff that they kind of thrifted or found dumpster diving. But yeah, so I gave them the small TV, two gaming systems, because I imagine they would both be gamers. Or not like gamers in the sense of like they do it for a living, but in the sense of just like they like to play games. I did give one of them a bike in the living room just because that's where they wanted to put it. And then I gave them a small dining table over here in this space. Just has two chairs. I imagine they don't have a lot of company just because it is such a messy apartment. Then I put these boxes. Like I said, I imagine they just moved in, so they do have a lot of stuff that's not put away. Now I'm back in the kitchen just to put the laundry. I imagine the laundry stuff, the washer and dryer came with the apartment, because I imagine these guys don't have a ton of money. I imagine both of them don't have jobs. They just kind of do what they want to do on the side to make money. But again, I'll get more into that when I get to their rooms. Um, One of them is doing kind of a little bit of shady stuff, but I mean, he's a good guy, but they have to make a living some kind of way. Um, I really wanted to make an apartment with this kind of um, like open part. I don't know what you would call it. Kind of like a bay window in between the kitchen and like the dining room or just another room in the house. Like I see a lot of simmers do that in videos for apartments renovations. So I just wanted to give that a shot myself. Not that it's anything hard to do, but I kind of like like it sorry, in this space, because I imagine, you know, if someone's cooking in the kitchen, they could just hand it over to someone that's sitting at the dining table, even though I imagine these two guys don't do a whole bunch of cooking, just because later you'll see me place a lot of takeout boxes around and pizza boxes around, so they're very messy. So this is the first guy's room. As you can see, the bed is one that you can find dumpster diving. Sorry, that's Daisy barking at the bigger dog, Denim. But that dumpster is one that you can find in the dumpster, and you can upgrade it to make it a better bed. So this is the shady kind of business that this guy's got going on. As you can see, I put a whole bunch of these plants in here, and I'm not gonna say what I'm pretending they are, but I'm pretty sure you can kind of figure that out for yourself. So he probably sells that on the side just to make a little extra cash. But I imagine his kind of bigger goal is to maybe either be an eco-innovator, or maybe he just likes to fizz, or not fizz, but make fizzy drinks, and maybe he wants to open a bar or something like that, like an all-natural kind of bar situation. I don't know. I don't want to call it a juice bar just because I kind of already have that storyline going with Philip in my Let's Play. So I don't want to say a juice bar, but something like that is what he wants to do. Now you're seeing me going around and putting just some cracks in the wall. Again, this is just a really old apartment that they found for really cheap. They split the rent, and yeah, they're happy here, no complaints. But yeah, this is the first room. I don't really know what else to say. Now I'm just kind of decorating it as I go, just because I wanted to really get their personalities in here, so I didn't want to go and furnish everything and then come back. But I imagine the guy that lives in this room, or not lives in, but sleeps in this room, he's really into like natural remedies and essential oils. That's why I put those in there. He's really likes being connected to the earth and his emotions and spirits and like all that good stuff. So that's why I gave him those crystals and the incense and the essential oils. That's why I put that bear kind of picture on the wall, because I think those will make a moodlet if you enable them to. Those kind of pictures that look like they have inspirational quotes on them. At least I think they do. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, so he's a real earthy, almost hippie like guy. A really good guy, really sweet guy. He's not making an honest living right now. Maybe Evergreen Harbor isn't a place where selling that stuff is legal, just because Evergreen Harbor maybe is a town that is trying to be green and all of this, and they just don't want that in the air. I don't know. But yeah, so that was the first guy's room, and then this is the second. So this guy, I would assume wants to be like he's an aspiring rapper. So I gave him a piano, um, all these DJ posters, of course. Um, the music making station. So with the music making station, they're more like producers with the music making station, and not necessarily like the actual singing artists. But like I'm imagine an aspiring rapper probably would make a lot of his own beats. I put all those books in the corner just to kind of symbolize maybe like um, those are his writing books, like his lyrics, where he writes down all his lyrics and words and stuff. I don't know. Um, I gave him a whole bunch of different CD stacks, so maybe that's his like demo or something, his demo CDs that he would like maybe go to a record label in San Myshuno and kind of give to them to see if they want to sign him. So I imagine him not really um, being in an actual career right now. The way he makes his money is selling his own beats, because he can't use them for himself and make songs because he's not signed. So I mean, obviously he would make songs for himself every now and then, but like all he could do is like post them on YouTube or SoundCloud or something like that, because he's not actually signed and making money from it. So the way he makes his money is selling his beats every now and then, and he gets royalties from that if someone uses them. So yeah, that's his room. Nothing much else to say about that. So now I'm literally just going around and putting a whole bunch of trash and clutter around this place. It takes a while. Normally, apartment renovations only take about 12, maybe 15 minutes once the footage is not to like furnish its and not to sorry not to furnish in its entirety, but like once it's sped up and all of that, the video only comes out to be like 12 to 15 minutes. But what really took a lot of time with this build was this part right here, because I just really wanted it to look as cluttered and as messy as possible, and that just really took some time. I had to go in the debug menu, and as you know, with the debug menu, you can't shift click on something and it respawns. You have to keep clicking it out of the menu. You can't eyedrop and copy debug items. So everything I had to just kind of find, which isn't hard. I just filtered by eco lifestyle, and all the trash like items are from that pack anyway. So you just filter it and then boom. But I was still very like picky with the placement of things. I wanted it to make sense. Like all these papers I just put down in the living room, like I just felt like, I don't know, like it would make sense for a lot of papers to be in there. I don't know. I kind of just put everything everywhere. Definitely had a lot of bottles in places. So sorry again if you can hear the big dog running around. It always sounds like he's tap dancing when he runs on the floor. He's so loud, and there's people living under us, and it really upsets me, and it bothers me that it does it while I'm doing this. But once you're 13 minutes into a voiceover, you're not gonna redo it. If you're a YouTuber yourself, you know that, or a Sims YouTuber anyway. Anyway, back to the build. So again, more trash. Like, they know how to put it in bags, but apparently they don't know how to take the bags out. Or maybe they just accumulate so fast that it doesn't even matter if they do take it out. I also imagine that they're not home a lot. Like, both of them are barely home. Like, the one guy is always at, I don't know, maybe he's always going to Phillips juice bar, or hanging out with his friends, or selling his unmentionables. And then the other guy is always out trying to sell his demos and meeting with record labels and stuff like that. And they're both probably always partying. as far as the personality of the inspiring rapper, I imagine he's a pretty good guy too. I imagine he gets into more trouble though. But like at his core, he's a good guy. But he probably like maybe has run-ins with gangs or just run-ins with bad people. Maybe he hangs around people he shouldn't be hanging around and just really gets caught up in the wrong crowd. But himself, he's a good person, and he just wants to live out his dream and be a rapper, like I said. I really hope The Sims comes out with that type of pack. Maybe that's the new game pack that's coming out, because at one point, I've said this in a video before, but there was a rumor that the Sim team was hiring like somebody like vocal artists or something like that, or like music mixers or something like that. And it was rumored that they were making like a music pack for like singers. So I would love a pack like that for like singers and dancers and like, I don't know, even comedians, because right now there can be comedians in the game. There's a comedian like you can be a comedian with the entertainment career, but with the entertainment career you can't get famous, from my experience, and I don't understand that. So I hope there's like a performing arts pack that they kind of come out with, that kind of really expands get famous, especially because I'm a dancer and kind of singer myself, so that would just be a good pack to have. So hopefully there was some truth to that rumor. They did say that they're doing like a lot of things that they haven't done in the past, and they haven't done like a music type pack, so maybe they will. Now I'm just putting like a whole bunch of pictures and stuff around. I wanted a flag in here, but I didn't want to put like a full-on pride flag, because I don't imagine either one of them's gay or anything. So maybe like one of them has a brother that is, and that flag is just them showing support. I don't know. But then I did hang up some of the, what are they called? What are they called? Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. The boards that I put over the TV. I cannot think of the name right now. That's crazy. What are they? Anyway, I put the flag next to them, and I put that movie poster, like the boxing movie poster, next to it. Can't believe I can't remember the name of those things. But anyway, the screenshot should be rolling. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will always respond to your comments. And don't forget to turn on that notification bell, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!